Hello, everyone, and welcome to the It Just Works podcast. I'm your host, and today's special episode we have for the first time. Make sure you watch this video format if you haven't. Jesus, I don't even remember the last time you've been on, Eric, but yeah, Eric's back. Eric's on the show. Eric, how you doing, man?
Well, hello, everybody.
That was loud.
That was loud. I apologize. Hello, everyone. See?
Eric wanted me to make sure and hit record because we were just sitting here doing these cross-eyed faces, you see?
Yeah, because we were talking about Sledgehammer and Mr. Tom Segura.
Tom Segura. Yeah, well, when we were doing those voices, all I could think about was Martin Scorsese, and I only know how to make one kind of film.
3 hours long? Is that the film? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, Ryan. He makes good movies.
He makes really good movies. I think his new one looks terrible, but...
What's the new one?
The Leonardo DiCaprio, gets with a Native American. It doesn't look good, but it could be good. I don't know. I didn't watch The Irishman. I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't watch The Irishman. I heard it was too long, and that was
Departed.
I don't
Departed
care.
was really good though.
Departed?
Yeah. I'm not a huge Martin Scorsese guy. But anyways, yeah. How you been, man? It's been quite a while since
you've been Ryan, on the show. I've been just good. I've been really good.
What's been so good about what's making you good?
Well, I went to Japan. Okay, I was in Japan.
So we'll get into
for
that.
About 12 days. And then after that, I had still some time off, so I got to hang out with my kids because I hadn't seen them for 12 days. And then 3 days ago, Thursday, 3 days ago, I wrecked my truck on the 91, so that's cool. One of my technicians is now not my technician. He's with a different, he's the service manager now. So that's cool. Actually helps me. So, and what else? And Jarrett came down. So we got to see Jarrett. So that was cool. Parentals are fun. That's a thing. I really hope that when I'm old, I don't really piss off my kids as much as it happens to
us.
What else, Ryan? I got to hang out with you a couple times. I need you to start hitting me up before you go to the range so I can go at some point. That would be cool. Because I wanted to go to originally again Korean barbecue on Friday, but that didn't happen, so that was cool. How was it, Ryan? You said it was pretty good.
Yeah, we went to Wang Cho. It was pretty good, and then we, we had a ton of protein.
Wang Cho. That just doesn't sound like the place I want to go eat a bunch of meat.
I'm telling you right now, it's like a 6.5 out of 10 compared to Gin. I think Gin's just so much better.
Gin's like a 9.5, maybe even a 10.
I'd say a 9. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah, I think Gin has a better variety than Wang Cho. Between the proteins.
All the protein you're getting at Wang Cho is Wang. So
yeah, it's fucking Wang. I'll tell you, Wang Cho. Well, you've been in this business for too long.
Also, I want to hang on. I just want to come back around. We're gonna go full circle here. Yeah. And you don't like Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh, I think that's a really good movie.
What about Goodfellas?
I never watched it.
Shutter Island?
Oh, it's okay.
Taxi Driver?
The ending was stupid. Never watched it.
The Aviator?
Nope.
Casino?
Nope.
Sons of New York?
Nope.
What? Shark Tale?
Martin Scorsese did Shark Tale?
I don't know if that was him.
Sure he's just not in it?
I don't know. Oh, no, he's in it. I'm sorry. As far as I can tell.
Yeah, there's a gangster. Yeah, because there's a bunch of gangster sharks. So, he's probably one of the voices or something.
Well, even then, it's still stupid.
Okay.
How about Hugo? Hugo?
No.
Raging Bull? Cape Fear?
Nope.
Color of Money?
Nope.
Mean Streets?
Nope.
After Hours?
Nope.
Viva Las Vegas? The
No,
Last Temptation of Christ.
definitely not.
Okay, I'll stop there. So there's a couple Martin Scorsese films you like, about 3.
Well, needless to say, I think his portfolio just isn't good to me.
It's better than yours.
Fuck. Well, no, like, I think the dude's fucking remarkable. There's a reason why everyone fucking strokes him off, but I don't personally, uh, care about his portfolio. Like, it doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, Silence?
Never even heard of it.
Exactly. It was silent.
Yeah, this is also silent at the box office.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you had fun at Wang Cho without me. Sorry
Yeah.
I couldn't be there. Not my fault. Well, maybe a little bit, but that's okay.
I mean, at that point, you could have just brought the fucking kids.
Well, I couldn't because I didn't have a vehicle. Remember I wrecked my truck the day before? So
yeah.
There's
that minor speed bump.
Yeah. So they actually think they're going to fix the truck. I don't think that's happening.
I mean, Dad claims it can be fixed, but it's not worth it.
Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, we, like you said, we hung out a couple times. We hung out July 4th, just kind of chilling. I don't know, it wasn't really. It landed on a Tuesday, and we had to work the day of, and then the day after.
Well,
or the day before and the day after. So it's kind of
but it's July 4th. I mean,
it's kind of a big deal.
Well, no, I mean it's a big deal, but like, okay, what are you gonna do? Cook and watch fireworks? Like, what I'm saying is the holiday itself is not much of a like. What are we gonna do? I mean, I went swimming. My family and I went swimming. I invited you, but you didn't go.
That's correct.
So
I think that was the day. Yeah, or no, that was yesterday. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing.
Nothing. You were doing nothing.
Potentially.
So
I mean, yeah,
July
it's
4th.
like a cool holiday if you have
do.
kids. Well, I mean, if you're drinking,
it,
if you're at the lake, yeah, dude, I had a great time as a kid. I fucking
yeah,
love
because
July
we were
4th.
outside doing things.
That's what I'm saying.
Now
like,
in this social society,
kids.
like I don't even know my neighbor's name. My literal next door neighbor, I don't know his name.
I finally met my next door neighbor. His name, and he's fucking weird. His first line to me. Well, his first line to me, yeah, he's after the shitty band fucking Beatles. Fuck them. His first line to me was like, "You got a cool dad. You should be grateful for him." I was like, "That's weird as shit." Like, who fucking says that to someone you just meet? Like, it's not like I said, "Hey, like I heard you met my dad." Yeah, hey. Well, yeah, for sure. Like, I didn't start the conversation off talking about, "Yeah, I noticed you met my dad. Wanted to meet you too." Yeah, you got a cool dad. You should be grateful for him.
That was a better conversation about nothing.
Dude, yeah. And then, like, Dad claimed that he likes the Raiders, but because Dad doesn't know shit about sports, of course he was wrong. It was actually the White Sox. Not even the same sport. But good job, Dad.
Nice.
Yeah. It'd be funny if Dad hears this, like, fucking kids.
These goddamn daughter motherfuckers.
Yeah. Anyways, so I asked him, I was like, yeah, do you drink wine and liquor at all? Like, do you guys like to have a drink here and there? And he's like, yeah, I drink some wine. I was like, oh, what kind of wine are you drinking? He's like, yeah. All right. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's also my brand, but that's cool, I guess.
What is the shit brand or is it expensive? Oh.
Oh, I was like, do you drink sangria? And he's like, yeah, I like that one. I'm like, yeah, dude, you should make like a slushy with it. It's fucking bomb, which they actually are. And then I was like, oh, well, if I ever get samples, like I'll make sure to throw some your way, because I'm happy to like let people try our stuff. No big deal. It's like, yeah, man, I can't let you do that. I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, well, if I do that, like I'm gonna have to owe you something. I'm like, I just told you, like I'd love for you to just try the samples. Like you don't have to owe me.
Oh anything. God, he's one of those.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I would just feel that way. I'm like, well, I just told you. I literally said this to him as well, by the way. First time meeting him, I was like, whatever, let's just throw it all on the table. I was like, yeah, man, like I'm telling you, like I'm looking at you in your face saying that, like you know what you can give me? You can tell me whether or not you like it. How about that? How's that sound?
I just like the way you live your life right now, Ryan. You're just like carefree and you remind me of somebody else I know that, just saying shit. Don't give a fuck who's around. I like it.
Dude, but I hate that shit. Like, bro, I'm just trying to be like a neighbor. I'm just trying to be cool, you know? Like, fucking suck
Well,
my
no,
dick.
but
I
he
don't
was
know.
being
Like,
weird, obviously.
he's
He's like,
weird as
oh,
fuck.
maybe he's an alcoholic, Ryan. Maybe you're just an enabler.
I'll tell you what, he's a fucking loser. I'll tell you that. That's what I'm telling you. My window's open too, so if that motherfucker hears me,
I
you know, I
doubt
hope he
he's gonna
hears
hear
me.
you
Probably not. I don't know. Mom heard me snoring when she got home the other night.
because you snore loud as shit, and it was at night. There's no noise. I can hear you downstairs through the door, through the floor.
Eat my ass, dude. So,
Just take a shower first.
oh wow. But yeah, so like I was just like, dude, man, I'm like, whatever, dude, have a good day. You know, I was like, nice to meet you, man.
You were just trying and trying and just couldn't get anywhere, and he's just like, no,
yeah,
you
like,
know, I just feel like I'd owe you. It's like, well, then what you should have said was, I'll give you this wine, and if you really think that you owe me, maybe trim your trees or something. Make it look better around your house.
I wanted to be an asshole. I was about to turn on the asshole part because I know you're saying that I am, but I was about to go full bore.
No, I wasn't saying.
Because I wanted to be like, you know,
you
I was
say
about
what
to be
you
like,
want.
I sure do. But you know what? I was about to go fucking full bore on this guy. I'm like, well, you know what you could give me is the option to keep my truck clean if your sprinkler stops fucking hitting.
I was going to say that too.
You know,
yeah,
like
turn your sprinklers down so they're not spraying my truck. How about that? We'll call it even.
Stupid fucking twat. God damn it, dude.
Damn it, Ringo.
Yeah, I fucking hate people, man. I hate how like, yeah, because you know what? We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I fucking hate society. I hate how like disrespectful, how fucking rude, how weird people are. Like, can't you just be normal? Like,
Bro,
get
I gotta
off
be
your fucking
honest.
phone and say hi to someone.
Japan, they're very respectful. They're not rude. They're very nice. So when you say that, you know, I really kind of, I don't know. There's a potential that it's really kind of more or less here. Potentially. I don't know what Will said.
I mean, it could be outside Japan.
I mean, I'm sure there's rude people. I mean, there's rude people everywhere, but
there's rude people in Japan too. But I'm saying that I think it's a Western culture thing, you know, Western society. Japan's a very unique society. So I would.
Well, you know, if you go left, you actually have to go west to get to Japan. I always found that funny. Like, where's the line? I'm sure there is.
Well, it's not about how you get there, though. It's about where they exist and how you look at the world map. So technically, they are still an Eastern country.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fuck you and your stupid.
If you go one way, you could go west to everything. That's all I'm saying. Like, who put the line? I'm sure there's somebody, and I'm sure there's somebody's listening to this. Like, these guys are fucking idiots. But there's a line somewhere that says that we're Western. I guess if it's like, if you look at the map of where we started in Europe, they went west to find the Americas. So,
are you talking about the equator right now?
No.
I don't know. Some conquistador listening to this is gonna be really pissed off at what you're saying right now.
Christopher Columbus is rolling in his grave.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
I guess we should go to school better.
Let's go to school better. But yeah, so that's my neighbor. He's
also before I said anything, I looked it up, but I wanted to be sure that I was right. The equator is actually north and south, dumbass.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not left. It's not horizontal.
So it's vertical.
No, I'm sorry. It's horizontal, not vertical. Sorry.
Yeah, vertical is up and down. Jesus.
We're stupid. Don't record this.
It's not my fault you don't know your X and Y planes on a fucking graph.
Well, it's not my fault you said the equator as a fucking vertical line.
Because you're talking about line. I wasn't saying a vertical line. I'm just saying, god damn it.
Right, but if it's vertical, then it would be east and west, but it's not. It's horizontal, which means it's north and south. So what's the
line for east and west? The horizontal.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody says it's the westerns, but if you go left, you have to go west to get to Japan. You don't go the other way. Is what I'm saying. So I know Japan is west of America. Is what I'm saying. Let's get back to Ringo.
Hold on. In regards to travel, it is west of America, but it's not a Western state.
Okay.
It's not a Western sovereigns. You know, it's fucking. Anyways,
we're gonna make it through here.
You know what? I can't believe how shitty neighbors are these days. Because like I remember the guy at North Park to the left of us, the very, very left. You know, like the next house over. Him, the Mexican family is the mom.
Which one was North Park?
Fucking block parties and shit. Matt Reed.
Okay, so to the left of us was nobody.
Yeah, but that guy was an asshole. The husband was an asshole.
Behind us?
No, right. Like fucking
to the right of us.
Us and the Reams, you dumbass. There is nothing to the right of us. It was a fucking street. You idiot.
You're a fucking moron. If you're looking at the house, the right.
Not looking at the house.
That's what I tried to specify.
Yeah. Specify this.
Well, dumbass, what would you say the guy that you're talking about, Mr. Ringo Starr, where would he be? To the left or the right of you?
To the right of me, based off where I'm sitting right now.
Currently, but if you're looking at the house, he's to the left, right? So
Yes.
specify better, you dumb cunt.
Okay, so if you're looking at the Dude, what the fuck? If you're
Anyways.
if
Yeah,
you're
no,
looking
that
to
guy.
the-
Well, oh no, Britain might hear this. Never mind. Actually, I don't give a shit. Remember the original guy that was between us and Matt Riem? His
Yeah, the
wife was
Mexican
kind of
guy.
hot. He was a weirdo though, huh? He was cool, but he was kind of
Well,
weird.
no, that's what I'm talking about. Yvonne and her husband. I remember her. Yvonne was the woman's name. Yeah, she was hot.
Yeah.
But the husband was
They
an
were
asshole.
weird.
The point I'm getting to though is like we didn't like let him be an asshole. Like dad put his ass in check back when dad used to be an asshole. I'm just saying, like he talked to him though. Like he didn't let him like be weird and shit. Like dad would like I don't know. Dad would
dude,
always like say something to him.
Think about that though. That was like 20 years ago. 15?
Um,
No,
Yeah.
it was like 20 years because you were younger.
well, I mean, yeah, it was like 18 years ago for sure.
Yeah.
But I guess the point is though, is like even if you hated the dude, like dad still talked to the guy. You know, like they still had conversations. I think the dude ended up like cheating on Yvonne or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I don't remember.
Yeah,
and then he was living on his own there.
But I could care less to talk to this fuck again. You know, like I remember like saying hi to his son too because I think his son's like in high school or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, based off his stature. But I just want to say hi. You know, just new neighbor. Like, yeah, at least you know who you're looking at, or like you know who lives next to you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What's up, man?" And then he literally looked at me and didn't say anything. I was like, "Cool." I was like, "I'm doing
That's when
good."
you
By the
should have
way,
said, "Oh, I guess I'll just go fuck myself."
no, I did. I said, "I'm doing good." By the way, thank you. Because I do that when I'm in public. If I say hi to you and you don't say anything, I said, "Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking." I'll make sure motherfuckers hear it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Good job, Ryan. It's the way to live your life.
Well, it's like, damn, dude. Like, I don't need you to be my friend.
I don't. Yeah, it's weird how people are. I don't know.
It's just a human formality. I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just trying to spread the good word of positivity.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but yeah, you're right.
I know. You thought it. Look at that sun behind me in the clouds. You thought a lot was going to happen this episode. It's the way of Jesus.
Well, that was a fun conversation.
Yeah, so let's talk about Japan. How was that?
Well, you know what, Ryan?
Okay, hold on. Before you jump into it, my question for you is, shut up. God, if you're listening to this audio, just stop and watch this on YouTube. Eric's facial expressions are top tier right now. My bad. But my question is, like, how was it in terms of like your expectations, what you've heard about it? Like, I know you went to Okinawa for work back in the day, but let's pretend that didn't count. Going to like the even bigger cities this time around, did you have any preconceived notions, or did everything kind of surprise you, or was on what you maybe expected?
Well, you see, Ryan, no, I didn't have anything, honestly. I don't fucking know, dude. The biggest thing I think that when you're going somewhere that they don't speak English is just how am I going to get around? How am I going to be able to communicate? But you know what? It was pretty easy. Most people understood what we were saying and they also have lots of pictures on their menus. So it's like, oh, I can point to this and they're like, okay. So yeah, I mean, that's usually the biggest thing for me whenever traveling outside the US, that is not, English speaking first. But it's also, I thought to myself, well, fuck, I'm such a dick. Like I should have learned some kind of Japanese, phrases and things that I should have to better use while I was out there,
Yeah.
Because I'm just whatever you want to call it. English is English, and so fuck it. Everyone should speak English. You know what I mean? But that's just not the truth. So that's the biggest concern. And everything else was kind of figured out. So to be honest, it was pretty easy to get around. and function and do all these things. So I had no issues. And then as far as like what I expected, I don't freaking know, dude. I don't remember I don't know what I expected. I guess I didn't really think about it because I'd already been there, even though it was Okinawa, and Okinawa was a little bit more um, Americanized because of the base, and there's a lot of Americans there living there. So I guess I didn't really think anything of it, to be quite honest. So that's about it, Ryan.
What was your favorite part of Japan? Did you have like an experience that you thought was like your favorite? Not that you made a list, but like
No, I didn't make a
something that you
list.
took away from the most.
Um, the food. I mean, I enjoyed the food a lot. We ate a lot, but I felt like we were always eating because I feel like their food is a lot different. Um, I don't know if they do. I don't know. Like when you sit and eat here, maybe we're just eating. Well, I know we're eating larger portions in America, but maybe like the food has more preservatives or something like that. Because even McDonald's, the one time we had it out there, tastes different than out here. And I guess the other thing is you're eating a lot of rice, so you get full quick, or you get full and then you're kind of hungry quick, like within the hour, 2 hours. So I felt like we were always kind of eating, but the food's freaking bomb. The food out there is great. Um, everything really. But it's funny too, because like if you're gonna go travel, like, and I think that this would land on somebody like yourself, and probably a lot of people, but like even we were traveling with a friend of mine who I'm trying to remember. She's only been out of the country once, and she went to visit like family. So they kind of catered to her eating. You know what I mean? Whereas like we would go eat something and we're like, just try it. She wouldn't want to try something because it was like she didn't know what the hell it was. And I think that that's something that people need to just be open to. I mean, you don't have to eat it if you don't like it, but you don't know until you eat it. So, but people look at some shit and they're like, I found it funny that they, in the hotels, all the hotels we were staying,
Yeah.
they, for dinner and for lunch, I'm sorry, and for breakfast, they really actually catered to, it felt like they catered to the Americans, if you will, because, dude, I have never had so many chicken nuggets and French fries. Because like that was every meal, there was chicken nuggets and French fries. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like they had like ramen and udon and these chickens and Japanese salads and stuff like that. But they also had like, hey, if you're not gonna eat this, like we got chicken nuggets and French fries. I swear it was everywhere. So it's kind of funny that I felt like they catered to that aspect of it. But yeah, and then the my favorite thing was the shrine. There was this one shrine, and I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to shoot you a picture, but it was like the last one in Nara, which is where all the deers were. So you have to walk up this. Well, I don't. You don't have to walk up. We did. We walked up this street. Maybe a mile. I don't know. Um, and there's all these deer just roaming around. Like they get fed. There's even vendors outside selling like deer treats. And we walked up there. I mean, there's like 1,000 deer. I mean, every 5 feet, there's either a bunch of deer or a couple. And then we went to this shrine. It was freaking huge. It was really big and it was really beautiful. And then on the inside, they had the biggest Buddha in the world, biggest bronze Buddha in the world. So it was really cool. That was probably the coolest thing we saw. I mean, all the shrines are cool, but the Gundam was pretty sick too. But I'm not really into Gundam, but
sounds like a really good target practice with the deers, with the bow.
Yeah.
Man, you can kill so many.
I mean, you could shoot blindly and probably you'd hit a human or a deer for sure. There's that many people and that many deers just roaming around.
Even though they're cute as fuck, weren't you saying that it smelled like piss everywhere or something like that?
Well, they're shitting all over the floor, and they're livestock. I mean, they're animals. They smell. So it wasn't my cup of tea. But of course, all the girls and women around were like, "Hey, it's fucking deer!
Oh my god! I got a
Bambi! Bambi!
Yeah. It's got its mother here!"
Yeah. But you're not supposed to touch any of the like Bambis, because if they smell like humans, if they start to smell like humans, then the mother, or the parents, or I think just the mother will like oh fuck you, bro. And then there's a potential that they don't live because the mom, isn't helping or providing or whatever. But so you're not supposed to touch the babies.
But you can touch the mom.
You can touch the moms, the dads. I mean, dude, there's some freaking deers with like huge ass antlers. I'm like, oh shit. Like, don't charge at
Looking
me,
like
bro.
Princess Mononoke ass over here.
Dude, Princess Mononoke. Yeah.
I want to watch that on the big screen so bad.
I know it's gonna be down the street. So yeah, that was probably the coolest thing. I mean, the deers were kind of annoying, but after a while.
So before we keep going to places that you've been to, because there's a ton of them to talk about, when it comes back to the food, was there anything that you like really didn't like that you had that you maybe tried for the first time, or something you're like, I could never have that again, I'll be perfectly fine? It could be treats, anything, like it doesn't have to be like a fucking dinner.
There was this. We went to this place and we were trying to find food for lunch after we went to this volcano, active volcano, and I don't remember where it was at. It was on our way to Mount Fuji, so it's out that way. And it was like this super traditional Japanese meal. And there was this one thing that I couldn't tell if I liked it or not, but it was basically like corn chowder with corn, but it was cold.
Ugh.
I ate it, and it wasn't the worst thing I ever had, but I definitely would have rathered it was warm. But within that meal, there was this little dumpling thing that I honestly don't know what was in it, but I ate it, and it was definitely not very good. But the way that they serve you, they're not piling it on, and they're not giving you a fucking 6-ounce steak or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, you either eat it or you don't. And obviously, I didn't want to waste the food. And that's the other thing too, that it's like basically kind of disrespectful to be wasting food. And yeah.
Well, naturally, it's
Well,
honestly
yeah.
like, I'd say naturally it's disrespectful as fuck. Like every time I've gone on a date with a girl and like she eats like half her meal, I'm like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like
She's taking
I'm
it
paying
home.
for that. You don't take it home. I'm paying for that. But also, like, dude, the guy just cooked that for you. Like, eat that shit.
Well, what I would say to you, Ryan, is if it's something that you would eat, get a box and take it home yourself. Then you don't waste anything.
Yeah, leave her on the side of the road.
There it is. Yeah, so that I can't, like I said,
Stay
there was
out,
that
Kings.
dumpling thing. That was probably like the one thing, and the chowder was kind of weird.
Okay.
But I ate it.
Was there any Mexican food?
No, not
Okay.
that I
I
recall.
don't know why. I just had the random question in my head. I'm like, I should ask it.
Yeah, the funny thing is like it was hard to find sushi. It's weird. I felt like we couldn't. The one like sushi bar with the rotating plates, that was packed, so we couldn't get in there. And then I just felt like it was hard to find sushi. So I think I only had sashimi once.
Well, that's the thing too about food. Before you keep jumping into locations, it's very clear because I've seen like documentaries on it and stuff, and just articles and just people talking on podcasts. There's the amount of preservatives and like shit that's used in American food to like keep its flavoring and taste, and it's make sure it doesn't expire. Because they've basically like mentally spoon fed us this idea that we need to like buy a bunch of food and like stock up all of our shit full of bullshit, whereas most of these countries and probably Japan, a lot of their citizens just eat like normal people, like week by week or day by day. Like not everyone has to fucking have a 2
Stockpile.
refrigerators and 2 freezers, and yeah,
like it's going out of fucking style.
Yeah, so that's why like I try to cook so much and I just buy groceries week by week, because it's like, no, we don't need all the other bullshit. It's easier said than done, of course, but I think that's probably why things taste so much better in Japan, because they're using like real ingredients. It's like, nah, like we make this shit, you eat it, that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean that's
curious
definitely
how much better McDonald's was.
I mean I would say it was a slightly better. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like, oh my god, it's night and day. I mean, I guess the chicken nuggets were good.
Yeah.
They had spicy chicken nuggets that were better than the chicken nuggets out here, I guess, but I wouldn't say it was the craziest thing, like so much better than here.
Right.
Just different. They have different things,
For
different
sure.
sandwiches and stuff.
And then how many temples did you guys end up going to? Oh my god, can you hear the blinds hitting my desk?
I don't know, about 3 or 4. About 3 or 4.
What's it like? I mean, you've been to other places on like my dumbass. But does it still kind of like blow your mind away at like looking at old architecture like that's been there for thousands and fucking thousands of years?
Um, yeah, it's really cool to be honest with you, because like out here, we don't. You have to go back east to just try to find something that's old.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, you could find stuff that's maybe 100 years, 200 years, but like over there, yeah, I mean, it's stuff's super old. I mean, samurai, like 300 plus, 500 plus years. Samurais and shoguns and ninjas, literally. Um, were utilizing these areas. We saw a couple castles. They called them castles. They're not what you would like when I say castle, not the first thing that pops into your head, but it's their version of a castle, moats around it and stuff. And you know, the so seeing the new uh seeing different architecture and stuff is really cool. Whether it's new or the old stuff. I mean, I still think that Paris and London are the top tier stuff for like older buildings and churches and cathedrals and architecture and buildings and stuff like that. Because I mean, we did one day in London where Britt and I were sitting on top of a double decker bus, just like looking at stuff.
Yeah.
We had the tour like a bus pass type thing, and we just drove around for like a good 2 hours or some shit, just looking at architecture and hanging out. You know, so I think that place over there, I think um, most of the stuff in Japan um, was it's kind of hard to tell like what's actually new and what's old. I mean, sort of. It's the shrines and the castles and stuff like that you could definitely tell they have the different architecture that you're used to seeing with the flared out um, roofs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's interesting to see it. I mean, every time we had a tour guide with us that we were just kind of listening to, and you know the amount of times that he brought up the fact that like that they had to rebuild this thing after World War II or whatever because the Americans and this and that. And I just thought that was kind of funny. Now he's not telling a lie, and he wasn't being an asshole. He's just saying like, "Oh, this was rebuilt, blah blah blah. This caught on fire because of this or whatever." So
Did you feel like people were looking at you when he was talking about that?
they couldn't
Fucking
hear it.
Americans. Huh?
No, I mean he's talking into a little like head microphone, and then we have little headsets so that he can talk to all of us without yelling at everybody.
Intimate. Yeah.
Yeah, so it worked out. But yeah, the architecture was good. It was cool. I just think, like I said, I think the other stuff that I've seen is probably cooler looking.
Nice.
Because I find that more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're using bamboo, bamboo for some of their roofs, and the one other place was this. They called it a castle. I cannot remember the name of it. I'd have to look it up. But it was actually really cool. I think I told you a little bit about it, where the floors, it was called Nightingale floor.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was like a 10-foot hallway around the whole outside of the inside, but the outer diameter, if you will, of the building. And as you're walking on it, it sounds like a nightingale bird makes a certain noise. And basically what they did is they put this little spring hinge hook underneath the wood flooring. So every time you would walk on it, you would make a noise. And the reason they did that, because across the hall is the rooms and the shogun and the warriors and samurais and whatnot. And so if there was somebody sneaking up, you would hear it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I didn't notice it, and then we all started walking on it, and there's like 40 of us, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" It sounds like a bunch of rats, is what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Mice or something like underneath you, just making noise. So, but that castle was actually really interesting. Um, I mean, it's like straight out of like the Last Samurai, like shit you've seen on the movies, or whatever. It was pretty cool.
While you were telling that, uh, but thank you. I was doing some research, and holy shit, their menu looks so much better than ours.
So we got the macaroons.
Should you try that?
No, I didn't see that.
They have fucking marshmallow cream tart. Like, dude, like they have so much shit. I literally went through.
I think their breakfast is actually really good. I remember having their breakfast the last time I was up there.
I mean, they have so much like more delicious looking
Happy
shit
set.
than we do.
So like there's the teriyaki muffin, which I hadn't had, but that's one of the different things. And you see their bacon is actual like bacon, thick bacon.
Yeah.
Most of that looks pretty similar.
Yeah, I was just blown away by this.
Yeah, so they have look at that, dude. Double doubles of everything.
Well, no, but I know, but shrimp filet.
Yeah, which I wouldn't try that, but
you wouldn't.
they have the bacon lettuce burger. Yeah, I think we just got the like a double cheeseburger just because we'd already ate a little bit, but we were still hungry and we just shared it because we were right there. So we didn't get crazy. They have got the egg cheeseburger down there. Yeah,
I feel like I'd go to McDonald's just to keep trying all the shit that's not in America because they even have.
Yeah, I mean,
I know that sounds stupid, but it's kind of cool how much different stuff. I mean, they have the
the Fanta melon.
Yeah, this one.
They have a bunch of different Fantas.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. Anyways, yeah, I thought it was like really crazy how much shit there is. I mean, I've already seen YouTube videos of it, but it's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the temples in these, feudal Japan like castles and shit are like pretty remarkable and cool to see in person. But how is like Disneyland? I know that was like a big ticket item for you guys.
Disneyland's whatever. It's busy. It's like at fucking Disneyland.
It's fucking Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. I mean, there's a couple different rides at the actual Disneyland. The other one's Disney Tokyo Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Disney Tokyo Sea was actually really cool. It's freaking huge, and each little area is kind of a different city. Like, I think you walk in and you're in Italy or Venice. I'm sorry. And then you can go around to the left, and there's like a big ship that kind of looks like a dock from like, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, Disney or Tokyo Disney Sea, whatever. And there's a bunch of the hotels. I'll tell you what, all the people there are nice. All the workers are super nice, and the prices are pretty good. But yeah, if you Tokyo Disney Sea, there's like it kind of looks like yeah, they do have the Tower of Terror, which is literally the same thing, but a different story. But other than the story, it's the same shit. So that was cool. We did do the transit steamer one ride. We did Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is in the center of the park, and it's this big ass mountain. And of course, right when it gets good and it gets going, it stops. It ends. So that was kind of irritating. Yeah, it's pretty fun though. I don't even know what the hell Journey to the Center of the Earth. I know it's a movie and whatnot, but Raging Spirits, that was the roller coaster I couldn't get on.
You want to talk about that real quick? Because I'm kind of just.
So guess who did not meet height requirement? Oh, see, I was the height requirement.
Yeah, I don't think you're fat. There's no way you're like fat for the ride. But that's smart because when I went to Disneyland, literally when you guys were at Disneyland Japan, I was over here in Anaheim, and bro, like I'm too tall for fucking rides, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
so essentially, we got out of the worst ride that's there, which is called Sinbad's Escape or some shit. It's the worst. Like I would go through, what's that stupid ride? It's a Small World. I would go through It's a Small World like 10 times before I do another Sinbad. And so then we get into the Raging Spirits line, and almost initially, right when we come around the corner, this little Asian woman comes around, a Japanese woman, I shouldn't say Asian, this Japanese woman comes over to me, and she's trying to talk to me, and she's not saying any English except she's like, I get the gesture of, hey, come here with me. And Britton I was like, okay, like I thought I didn't know what I did wrong or whatever. So then Britton starts to come with me, and then she's like telling her like, no, 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 you're okay. And then she takes me around the roller coaster exit, and then like another lady comes up behind me. I was like, oh man, what are they gonna do? Like kill me or something? And she takes me to this back hallway. It's all dark, and then I take it. She goes right, and then I finally see they have basically the roller coaster like a example of the seat.
Yeah.
And she says, and then I realize what's going on. She's trying to see if I'll fit the damn thing. And then of course I couldn't get I sit perfectly in it, but then I got the thing over, and then it wouldn't latch properly. Because I'm too tall.
Got it.
And yeah, so she probably saved my life a little bit. And then I just told Britton I waited for her. I went and got a piece of chicken and a Coke.
Oh, so she still went on it.
She did do it, yeah. I told her, well,
Okay.
I think she was in line still, and then realized I wasn't, or I think the lady actually found her and said like, oh, your husband's not going to go. And then she got out of line while I was in line to get some chicken. And I told her, I said, well, go. I mean, just because I can't ride it doesn't mean you shouldn't. We're already here. You might as well just do it. So she actually did ride it. And there's like a loop, and it looked cool.
Does she
But
like
yeah,
it?
I'm sorry?
Does she like it?
I think so. Yeah, she said it was cool.
Yeah, because you're 6'2", aren't you? Or 6'3"?
6'3".
Yeah. So yeah, man, these rides start to suck after a while. Whether it's with your shins or your knees, it gets pretty rough.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I got on hang on, sorry. Yeah, see, what's it say? Go back up to Raging Spirits. Sorry, everybody. It says, guests who do not meet the height requirement
over 117 centimeters,
but no more than 195 so
centimeters may not
when
ride.
you go 6'3" in centimeters, it's 190 and a half centimeters, 190 and a half. So like I'm almost too big for it, too tall.
Yeah, you're at too big because it's probably like a broad shoulder situation where.
Oh yeah, dude, I couldn't get it past like, and I mean, it wasn't even hitting my gut. So like me saying like, oh, I'm fat, it's like my literal chest cavity. It couldn't get past that to latch in. So anyway, she probably saved my life.
Anyways, she probably saved my life. Hey, there's snacks. If you guys didn't know, is that the chicken you ate? No, it's the turkey.
No, that's the turkey. I couldn't find it. We didn't go on Toy Story because it looked about the same as Disney or California Adventure. So like Indiana Jones, super sick, but it's literally the layout of it is literally the same thing as Disneyland. It's just the Crystal Skull. So there's differences, but the layout and the driving is the same. You go over the bridge, you do blah blah blah. There's a snake and a rock or boulder or whatever. I will say that Tokyo Disneyland, the biggest attraction there is the Beauty and the Beast that we waited we waited about 2 hours for right when we got there. And that's due to the simple fact that we went around instead of, like, I saw a line, but I didn't know that was the line, and it was already way back. And I was like, fuck. And then by the time we came back around, it was already to the castle. So that just gotten crazy out of hand. But the Beauty and the Beast, even though everything's in Japanese, and I don't know what the hell they're saying, obviously you get the gist of it if you've seen the movie. There's this one. So basically you're in this teacup that looks like the teacup from the movie. It fits about, I think, 10 people. And yeah, right there. And it drives itself around. It's fucking cool, man. And the one thing they do this, I'm sure people know a little bit about it, and you can watch it on YouTube. Yeah, see how it's like basically driving itself.
Yeah.
In the movie, when he turns into himself again from the Beast, they do that in here, and it probably will show it on the video. Dude, it was I don't know how the fuck they did it. Technology.
Oh, Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're
he
like talking
starts.
about that.
So he looks like the beast is laying down, dead or whatever, and it's after they've done. I don't remember the kiss or whatever they do, and it looks like it's at that point right there with the gate or the
Yeah, don't
fence.
show it. Let's see
Yeah,
if they
you can
leave
look
it.
it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's laying there. He looks like he's dead, but he starts to change. The lights are doing this. It's real dark, and the beast literally starts to lift, and it looks like there's a blanket on him, and then
Mhm.
he starts to spin, and he like starts to rotate. So he starts to like stand up, and then poof, he's gone, and the freaking guy's there, bro. Blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, let's see.
you're gonna watch the whole thing.
Well, no, I'll skip to it. Set it at the end.
Yeah, it's close to the end. Oh, they actually show you the
No,
whole
it's the
thing
whole.
here.
It's the whole ride.
No, that's too far. It's coming in. It should. No, we're too far already. This is the end. It's after this, I think. So it's really cool. Like you're not paying attention because you're looking at everything, but like I didn't care enough to. I was like watching the movement of the cups, and I don't know
Okay.
how they do it. I don't. It's not on a track. It's trackless.
Well, it's just like the Rise of the Skywalker stuff.
Oh, see, now I haven't done that, but yes, you're right.
Oh, it's literally the same thing. That your
Okay, yeah,
entire shuttle is just like, I'm like, how the fuck is this working right now, or
okay.
how is this functioning?
Yeah, it's coming up
Uh,
here, but but yeah, dude, it was pretty cool. And then they also had the Winnie the Pooh hunt, something I forget what it's called, but which is also trackless, and that was pretty cool too. So those two rides are really, yeah. See how he's turning? Are they gonna show it? See how it looks like dude. It looks like he's there. I think it's a hologram.
it's a whole. Oh,
Okay, so when you watch that, it's a hologram, but in person, like bro,
it looks better.
yeah, that actually
No,
you could see.
it's kind of crazy. Hologram technology hasn't been used that much lately, when I feel like it's still very powerful. Because like, what is it like? Some festival like years ago brought back Tupac as a hologram, and like is actually
Right.
like pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean those are all holograms that they're using, or screens.
Yeah. Well, like I said, in person it looks a lot crazier. I just wasn't
Yeah,
expecting it, and I hadn't seen that, so
right. What other ride were you talking about?
Winnie the Pooh, Honey Hunt, or something like that. Blood and Honey. Yeah, Honey
It probably
Hunt
popped
ride, I
up as
think.
a.
Yeah, that one. So that one's pretty cool too. And those were probably the best two rides at Disneyland. I mean,
Because well, yeah, because
Space
the rest are the
Mountain.
same as
Well, yeah, Space Mountain's the same, but we didn't actually get to go on it because it was not open that day.
Hmm.
And yeah, like right here,
Oh,
the
that's
reason
cool.
the camera's moving is the freaking cars are jumping.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Um,
This page actually goes on like every ride and takes a video.
I
They're
bet
at
it
almost 2
does.
million subscribers. Yeah, it's really cool.
Um, so yeah, those were probably the two coolest rides. And then we did, Splash Mountain. And the funny thing about Splash Mountain is because it's the only Splash Mountain now available um, out of all the Disneyland parks. So of course we had to wait. And that line wasn't too long, maybe 45, 50 minutes. Um,
Yeah.
but this one's slightly different than what we know in Disneyland. See how there's two riders a piece
Oh yeah, yeah,
instead of it's not in a line with like four people or five or whatever.
yeah. And you were able to
So
get
it's a
on this
little
one.
bit different. We did get on this. It's funny because there's like how normally or sometimes on seats and stuff, there's a thing between your legs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sit down in this and I'm like, oh shit, super tight. And basically the little thing that was between your legs was like going up my ass. And I was like, oh shit, well maybe that was right when I initially sat down. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't go back far enough. Nah, couldn't go anywhere. And we'd already locked ourselves in. So the whole ride, every
You
little
just had this
bump's
thing up
just
your
that thing's
ass.
penetrating my asshole. And so I mean that fucking hurt. But it was cool. It was cool. I mean, I
Well,
was telling Brandon, I was like, man, you should have bought me dinner first or something.
yeah. Fuck.
Um, but that one's literally about the same thing too. Splash Mountain.
I forgot how long it is.
Yeah, it's actually pretty long. Pirates was literally the freaking same.
Yeah. Let
Yeah.
me see this one.
Um, Pirates was the same. Oh yeah, this one's like kind of steampunky. Like the aesthetics of it looks like a steampunk type thing.
Oh, okay.
Even like the car.
Yeah, it seems kind of wicked.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Tokyo Disney Sea was better. The layout, but I mean it's freaking huge because like one minute
Yeah.
you're in Little Mermaid's land, and then you're in Agrabah, and then you're in
Oh,
the
yeah.
jungle and
So
Venice,
is this in particular more like Indiana Jones with the car?
yes, but yeah, sort of, yeah, basically. And you're
Okay, you
like
said it,
seeing these little creatures and things, and
but you said it gets good at the end or something?
yeah, because at the end there's this freaking it gets
Most
starts going
replay part right
fast,
here.
like yeah, once you see the big monster, it starts to shoot off.
Okay, well we're almost there. We'll watch it. I'm curious. It's kind of cool that we can do this. Because I recorded the Xbox Game Showcase and me recording it live, so I'm like, all right, cool. I know I can play YouTube videos on the podcast, and they worked
Oh,
well.
cool. Yeah, so it's
But
pretty cool.
I mean, it looks like a nice ride.
The
I
only
don't
thing
know.
we
Rides are weird.
Yeah. The only thing we didn't get to do in Tokyo Disney Sea was the um, carpet ride from Aladdin because it was closed, which,
Jasmine's carpet ride. Yeah.
yeah, which is whatever. And then the it's the same thing at California Adventure, where they strap you in and it's like you're flying and shit.
Yeah, I forgot what that's
Um,
called, but it's at like the corner of it next to the hotel.
yeah, can't remember what it's called, but we didn't go on that because the line was intense. Like the whole all day, we kept checking. It was like 2 hours.
Got it. I think we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah, there's the big monster on the right.
Oh, nice. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, it looks really cool. It looks like a Star Fox villain. That lava
hmm
monster on that
And
lava
then it like
planet.
you shoot it off right here, and you go up, and then you shoot out of the basically out of the like volcano right here. Yeah,
Whoa.
and then it just drops like that, and then you're done. So just when it gets good and it gets fast, and then it's done.
Hmm.
It was cool. Could have been better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's it.
hmm
So basically, it shoots up and then goes
Yeah,
down.
like basically, yeah, and then it shoots down real quick.
Well, the down looks like it's kind of a while. Any other
hmm
rides you want to
Oh,
show on
Haunted
here?
Mansion was cool. It was the same though.
Anything else? What's this? Oh, it's
No, I don't think
Universal.
so.
That's it.
Yeah, it would have been
Is that
cool if we could have went to Universal if we had some
um?
time, or
Is that what it was? Like a timing thing?
yeah, what I think it was in like the last city in Osaka. So we really didn't. Is Monster Hunter in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. So they have they have a Monster Hunter. But it looks like it's more of an attraction than
Yeah, then a ride.
yeah. And then
Crazy.
Biohazard is what they call. That's a big ass fire T-Rex thing. But Biohazard is what they call Resident Evil. So I guess they have Resident Evil stuff there too. Those are armors that you can wear.
Mm.
But yeah, man, it looks like there's a Rathalos, which is like the Charizard of Monster Hunter. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of cool things to do in Japan. What was the
Yeah, we
first
went to
Pokemon Center you went to?
the first Pokemon Center we went to was Tokyo, and
Were they all like the same size?
um, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if like some would be like bigger than the others.
Yeah, that's the one we went to.
Does it still have this on the walls?
hmm
You say
Yep.
yeah?
Yes.
Oh, for whatever reason on my end, your yeah sounded like you were doing like a mouth fart.
Hmm.
I swear to God, I don't know why. That's kind of cool. There's a special delivery Charizard. Um, so yeah, you were saying like the Pokemon centers are cool, but it's like nothing like really freak out about unless you're like, yeah, live and breathe Pokemon
No,
and
I mean
all the
unless you're
Pokemon.
like yeah, unless you live and breathe it, it's cool. You know.
Yeah,
Um.
because one of the things we talked about is just how they have rotating merchandise. So like right now, you can see they have Team Galaxy stuff because like as you can see at the bottom, Diamond and Pearl were just coming out.
mm,
Legends Arceus. So yeah, they just have like a huge rotating.
Yeah, see, like
Like
all those Pikachu's, they went there.
yeah, got it. And you went to this one by yourself, right? Or
Britt and I.
yeah, I mean it's
Yeah, Britt
cool.
and I went to that.
I think we have one in like Seattle.
Did we?
I think we have one in America. Yeah,
Oh,
I think there's one in. Uh, so yeah,
New
there's one
York.
in New York City, and then I think there is one in. I mean, it's just New York City. They also have like, but the Pokemon USA, like their offices are in Seattle next to Microsoft and all that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like all Nintendo and all them are in Seattle or Redmond. But you went to Osaka, right?
Yeah, we went to the Osaka one. We went to the Tokyo one, and
Wonder if there's like a recent one. Like, oh, here we go.
that's the one we went to right there, top.
This one's literally from 13 days ago. So this person might have recorded this, and you might be in the video. Who knows? Just kidding. Probably
That
not.
doesn't look like that's not a Pokemon Center.
Yeah, this is like a vlog. A vlog. Oh, dude, Cyndaquil. What's up, Munchlax? So
Dude, where'd this guy go?
I know what is that, right? Because this is like kind of stuff you're trying to find. Oh my god. The Gyarados, Lapras.
Well, yeah, the
Reshifu.
Lapras. We saw the Dedenne, the Lapras. We saw a lot of that, but yeah, he's okay. See the starters. We didn't see a lot of starters, like the original starters. There's those
Oh,
cups.
there's a
There's the one I
Charizard cup right
got
there.
you.
Yeah.
Lazardon, bro. Get it right.
Lazardon all day, dude.
We got him a Lucario cup, even though he doesn't know about it.
Oh, nice. So this is not a Pokemon Center. It just has some merchandise.
Doesn't look like a Pokemon Center because the Pokemon Centers only had Pokemon stuff. This is
Oh,
not.
this is
This
definitely
is,
this is yeah. Oh, there's a 151.
yeah.
But that was like pre-orders or something, or you said was that the lottery system for that?
No, they said they just told me you had to pre-order stuff. You
Oh,
had to you had to be you had to pre-order it.
nice. Oh, gotcha.
So I mean, the two times I was there, there was people in front of me buying cards. I was like, oh man, let me buy one of those boxes off you, bro. But
It's pretty cool.
yeah, I think this is this is
This guy, this
Osaka.
person, yeah, I'd say this person claims it's Osaka. It's their
Well, it's
Pokemon
right
Center
there.
tour. Oh,
It says Pokemon Center Osaka.
yeah, that too. But yeah, I mean, because you went to a few of them. I mean, it's pretty cool. It looks like, but nothing like I guess lose your mind over.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing like what I think. If people say like, oh, there's a Pokemon Center, like I think it kind of your mind might run a little wild on it. But yeah,
Well,
the
I think the idea of a Pokemon Center would be cooler if like we can battle and like play games and stuff too, right? Or like,
they had some games there, like
oh,
arcade style,
oh, okay,
but I didn't really look at it. I didn't know what it was, but there's all the
yeah.
figures on the left.
Oh, is
The
that what that was?
Tomy
Is that the
figures.
dude? Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Tomy figures till this day are like my favorite. They're just so cool. Those are the ones we grew up with. That's the Raticate. You just bought them, and there's
Mm-hmm.
wow. So that's them right there, huh?
Mm-hmm. The Pokeballs.
Wow,
Yeah, they
that's
had a lot of
legit.
the Quaxley and
Foy Coco.
Sprigatito and the Foy Coco. Yeah.
I gotta get me a Foy Coco.
Um. But yeah.
Wow,
So we
pretty
went
cool.
to Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. That's what it was.
Nice.
Yeah, there's the sleeping Pokemon,
Oh
or the
yeah,
ones that are laying down. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I guess they do like lines of figures of like sitting down, like so the Foy Coco's sitting down,
Mm-hmm.
plump up, and they do the laying down ones. They look
Yeah.
cool.
The one
So
thing
these are
too
at
I noticed.
Frankenstein's, dude.
Are
Crazy.
they? Yeah.
Yeah,
The one thing I
Quebecer.
noticed too was that, dude, the evolutions everywhere.
Ooh,
Like
Cyndaquil.
that's a big thing. Yeah, Rayquaza, we saw that.
Yeah, so evolutions, like they're always popular, right? But man, they kind of like really blew up all over again.
Those figures right there.
Yeah.
Those are the little ones that look like. I think that's what you were calling them, like the sit
Oh,
down ones.
yeah. So
So those
there's
were
somebody
like
at
the cool ones, but they had so many different random ones. It's like, dude,
yeah. Well, I think this line is like actually getting every Pokemon in all their stages.
mm,
because the guy at Frank's, like, he had Bagon, Shelgon, and Salamence, and then Trico and
Yeah, I don't
Septile.
know
Didn't
what
have
that is.
Emo.
I didn't see that.
It's fucking Beware. That's a creepy Pokemon. Likes to touch people. That's cool.
So those were cool. We tried to check them out as much as we could, and we were trying to find specific things.
Yeah. Looks like
Stupid Snivy.
Legends Arceus. I know.
Finnegan. Oh, there's that. So see that?
Oh, is that the Gengar?
The Gengar right there's $80, dude.
Wow.
I think it was that one.
Oh, there's the Nintendo store right next to it.
See this one. Okay, this is not the one that we went to then. I think
you didn't see it because you didn't see the Nintendo
no,
store.
because I didn't see the Nintendo store. We were looking, but couldn't find the Nintendo. We were pretty far away from it.
Oh, those are all the sleeves.
Yeah, they have a lot of sleeves. I didn't see that many.
Oh, okay.
But once I found those ones for you, I didn't really look for sleeves.
Well, yeah, you weren't like. Oh man.
Oh, see, yeah, they have a ton of Tomy figures. Yeah.
Wow, dude, holy shit! I would waste so much money on that selection right there. Oh my god,
they're pretty cheap though. They're $3.
Venusaur. Are they really? There's Typhlosion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Typhlosion. Yeah, there's Fuecoco.
Wow. I would have wasted so much money right here.
Master Ball, and then it's cool because then down below, see they have those ones, but then down below they have like legendaries. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, because the legendaries are
Arceus, Ho-Oh, Lugia, blah blah blah, and then those are earrings or key or charms.
And then is that Lugia you got him from there?
Yeah, it was a Tomy figure. Yeah, it was from Japan.
Nice. Pretty crazy, man. So anything else you want to talk about Japan? I mean, I feel like
no, I mean that kind of covered it. I mean, we like I said, we mostly went to shrines and stuff like that, and I would just say that I would suggest to anybody that's thinking about going, if you can afford it, fucking go, dude. It's worth it. But it is super humid.
Oh, is it?
Really humid. Yeah. So bring a towel, like a sweat rag.
Yeah, just wear the sweatband that Dad wears.
Something. It's freaking hot.
That thing works like a charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the only other thing that we could bring up, because it's just one of the things you brought back, because you also had it over there, and it's just delicious as fuck, and we have to. So at 7-Eleven, you picked up some convenience store items, just stuff you can pick off the shelves, just like here in America, treats and anything to eat on the go. Well, Eric brought back some fucking pancakes for me that had margarine butter in them and syrup filled in the center. And I gotta tell you guys, he's not wrong. There is something different about the quality of their food, because it was probably the best thing I've ever had in my life in terms of sweets. It was fucking delicious, and I need to order some. But yeah, crazy stuff, man.
Yeah,
crazy
we tried to just try what we could, and there was like these. I kept calling them like zebra breads. So it was black and white, but they were like chocolate bread. It's pretty good. Yeah, see, we tried to. It's not called zebra bread, but that's the stuff that kept coming up. But that's not what it was.
Oh,
I forget what it was. Yeah, I don't know what they do, like how they make their bread, and like if they're using rice flour or something different. Pancakes. Yeah, right there. It's the first one on the left. There it is, dude.
There's the fucking, oh my god, guys, I cannot stress enough how delicious this was.
This is basically two pancakes melted together with margarine and
margarine butter, yeah,
and syrup in it. It's not like the consistency of the syrup is not bad because it's.
Oh my god. Like, the best way I could describe it to everyone is, imagine an Uncrustable, but instead of peanut butter and jelly, it's fucking pancake and syrup and butter. And it's fucking divine how good it is. It's so good. Shout out to Miles for being there the whole time. Yeah. So that's the pancake. If you want to try to order it, let me know if you find it so I can order some. But if you ever go to Japan, please fucking try them. You will not regret it.
So. Yeah. The only thing I didn't get to do was warm them up, but I'm sure they're better warmed up.
Yeah. That's true. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that's pretty much the episode. Oh, we had the whole family here. Maddie's like, I don't give a shit. They can't keep getting away with this. Maddie, bye. Yeah, so that's pretty much the episode. Eric, thank you so much for coming on and talking about your experience in Japan. It is a beautiful fucking country. Obviously, I love it because of what they've done for us in terms of media. Great stuff. But yeah, so anything else you want to say before we wrap this up and we can both go do our thing?
Nope, I think that's it, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
If I think of anything else, I'll let you know and we can do it again.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
bring it up
definitely
on the
have
next
you on
one.
to do our review of Mission Impossible when we watch it, and then there's some movies coming back out again, so we'll probably doing some reviews here in a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit, and give us a rating if you haven't done so. And maybe share the word around of the podcast. But we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.